Miyamoto Musashi feared no man, no sword, not even death, because discipline made him untouchable. At the break of dawn, a thin mist covers the field. A boy, barely 13, stands barefoot on the earth, his hands trembling around a wooden sword too large for him. Before him, a veteran samurai adjusts his armor, confident, amused. The villagers gather, whispering that this will be over in seconds. But the boy's eyes are still. No hatred, no fear, only presence. When the fight begins, Musashi doesn't move first. He waits, listening to the rhythm of the man's breath, watching the shift of his weight, feeling the moment the universe exhales. Then strike, swift, violent, certain. The samurai falls. The boy stands frozen, staring at the life fading before him. His victory echoes like thunder inside his young heart. But instead of pride, he feels emptiness. That morning, Musashi understood the first secret of mastery. That strength without meaning is hollow, and the battle worth fighting is not against others, but against oneself. Years pass like drifting clouds. Musashi becomes a wanderer, a shadow crossing valleys, rivers, and battlefields long forgotten. He trains not in dojos, but in forests and mountain caves, where silence is both teacher and enemy. He learns to see the world as it truly is, unforgiving, pure, balanced. He draws water from rivers, eats roots and rice, and lets hunger carve discipline into his bones. There are days when he speaks to no one, days when the rain soaks through his robes, and he sits unmoving beneath a pine, letting discomfort burn away all weakness. He learns that mastery is repetition. The same cut, the same stance again and again, until the mind dissolves and only purpose remains. Over the years, the legend of Musashi spreads like wildfire. Warriors travel great distances to test him, some for glory, some for vengeance, others for truth. More than 60 duels, not a single defeat. He fights with the calm of a man beyond fear. He sees through his opponents as though they are already ghosts. In his hands, the sword is not a weapon. It is a mirror, reflecting their hesitation, their ego, their fate. He invents his own way, Niten Ichiryu, the style of two swords. Left and right, mind and body, perfect balance in motion. His enemies fall before they understand how, but inside Musashi begins to feel the weight of endless victory. Each battle sharpens his blade, yet dulls his soul. He begins to wonder if a life spent conquering others is truly a life conquered at all. One morning, Musashi disappears from the world. No one knows where he goes, until whispers speak of a cave in the cliffs of Kyushu. There, he lives alone. No servants, no disciples, no sword drawn in anger. He paints, he writes, he breathes. The man once called invincible now fights only the illusions within himself. He writes the Book of 5 Rings, as scripture not of war, but of clarity. He writes of balance between earth, water, fire, wind, and void, not as elements, but as states of being. He teaches that mastery is not about technique, but awareness. That victory is not about domination, but harmony. He tells the world, to know the way broadly is to see it in all things. Every stroke of ink becomes a reflection of his life, his duels, his losses, his solitude, his enlightenment. The boy who once swung a sword now moves only his brush. And in that stillness, he finds what he sought all along. When death comes, it finds Musashi unafraid. He is old now, his hair gray, his eyes calm. He sits in meditation, facing the rising sun, his two swords laid beside him, as if they too have grown weary. There are no students to witness, no fanfare, no final words, only breath, only silence, only peace. He closes his eyes, and in that stillness, his soul drifts like smoke above the mountains of Japan. But his spirit does not vanish. It remains in every craftsman's hand, in every artist's patience, in every person who chooses discipline over comfort, truth over glory, stillness over noise. For the greatest duel of all is to face oneself and emerge whole. History remembers the victors, but honors the disciplined. Time uncovered, uncovering the untold truths of our world.